Welcome back, Loyalists, as we continue our run through Liberty or Death from the Super Nintendo Classic. We are the British forces on hard difficulty trying to stomp out this rebellion that is being very difficult. We've been holding up north. We're now starting to expand, taking chunks of Massachusetts, only to lose our hold in the south as we lose some of North Carolina to Benjamin Lincoln and William Wolford. So now I have to decide what we're going to do here. Holder wants to attack Richmond. We can at least see what's going on here. We are not attacking Richmond with these two. That is not a good idea. So that's a no. Especially because we know they're going to get at least one unit supporting them from Guilford down there. So what I think I'm going to do, we have two fleets here. That's interesting. Huh. It'd be nice if we could move. I mean, we have two fleets. We don't need two. I think we just need to move down to Warrenton there. Keep a fleet with them, maybe. No one's going to stop them. Or do we go crazy and try to send them up north? But then the problem, if we try to send them up north, is there's a fleet there. And they're probably going to stop us. But man, if we could get an artillery unit up there, that would change things dramatically. You know what? Let's give it a shot. We're going to be a little crazy. We're going to use the first fleet here. And we're going to get Holder up there. No, Durnford. Could this work? I don't think it will. Let's find out. So this will be a little crazy if we can get an artillery regiment up there. I was going to maybe move the regiment south so we could get Prevost up there and try to attack Guilford and push them out of North Carolina. But, oh my goodness, it did work. We now have an artillery unit in the north supporting Carleton and those guys. That's good news. So we are finally getting some support from Parliament. They granted us one new regiment and one promotion. Canada loves us. Massachusetts, we warmed his heart a little bit, but Georgia's warming up to us. Florida's warming up to us more. South Carolina, North Carolina, we're probably going to take a hit from him if we don't get things going. So I'm hoping, I mean, everybody looks like they're not too shabby. The Treasury Secretary's not a fan. Our economy is going to take a hit if we don't get North Carolina back. So with that being said, we are also going to move by land because we need to keep the fleet there. So we have two in Charlotte. Oh, now they only have 2 units here until that militia spawns. So we need to get Warrenton here. We're going to get Holder down there because we do need artillery as well. We definitely don't need to leave that many rations. We do need to leave the money, though, because the money can rebuild Baird. But if we can now get Guilford back really quick, that'd be a good thing. I'm so excited that we have artillery up here in the north now. That's huge. You guys have been saying that if only we could have a regiment up there, it could do a lot of damage. So that's good news. Do we need to reform any of these guys? That's right, we do. Both of those, they'll be gone for quite a while. Probably October. Yep. So this whole section. But we'll be glad to have them back when they do return. And I think we can actually hold the line with Clinton and Cornwallis if we can get them some weapons. Cornwallis is nowhere near ready to fight. His training's not there. His arms aren't there. But the north, we have weakened them quite a bit. So let's go ahead and do this one. And now we are going to jump ahead until something of note pops up. All right, and we're back. We're now in the south. Nothing of note happened in the north. We are now going to take a risk. I am worried about the North Carolina militia popping back up. So what we are going to be doing is we're going to try to launch an attack real quick at Guilford. I know they have 2 good units here. We're going to try to bomb them out. I don't know. This might fail miserably. We're going to find out. We need to take a lot of powder with us. So we're going to see, will this work or not? Can Holder and Sauber bomb Lincoln and Wolford into submission, push them back, and then we will just try to set up and hold the line in North Carolina until we can get some more reinforcements down here, or we push in from the north. So this is going to be risky. I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to hope. We know they have 2 really good officers. Oh, Lincoln is not as well trained. Okay, and Butler is a little weaker too, so not as dangerous. We do have... We can take a beating with some of these and still be okay. But the question is, can we do it? Oh, I don't know. Yep, here they're coming at us. That's a concern. Let's get this artillery down here. I should have built the bridge last time. I tried to. All right. So can Simcoe take on Butler? Or at least run really, really far away from him? Okay, they don't know what they're doing. If he wants to come pick a fight with us, he's more than welcome to. Do they have boats? Only one does, and he's not in a fort. Lincoln is not in a fort, which is good news for us. Ah, they're going to hit us at night. Not what we wanted. All right. This is it. Oh, he's not coming. That's fine. We'll wait till daytime. Okay. So now, since he's not got a boat, Holder can come across and give him a nice little greeting. Excellent. 80 morale. That's what we need. All day. They're going to sit over there. We will do this all day. Another 60. Let's pull him back. We will rotate when they decide to move. The power of the artillery is coming in. This is why we took a risk. What are they doing now? Aha! He came back. But we're going to have to pull Sauber back. Having Durnford up there in the north is going to be huge to help those guys whenever they get rebuilt, because we have bled them dry in the north, I feel like. All right, time to wait. Maybe not the most exciting thing here, but it's going to work. It's practical. We got to take a deliberate approach to wear them down. But the other problem is, no, we loaded up on powder, so I think we'll be okay. If we get Butler to retreat, I think Lincoln will do so in short order. They're down to 200 men. This has worked really well. Them not coming across at us. They should be going to find Simcoe, beat him and chase him out, but let's see what they do. Is he going to move back? Yes, he did. He's got his pattern. We will gladly wear him down. Could move Tubasine. We could bait him. To to move, but we're going to need more. Let's leave. Nah, he didn't come across. Okay. Oh, what's he doing? What is he doing? Is he going after Simcoe? No, he's just sitting tight. All right, that means it's time for us to move across. We're going to start with the cavalry. Let's see what he does after that. Nothing. All right. I don't want to overextend. Here he comes. If we can get him to move northward there, that would be ideal. Ah. Nope. That's okay. We're just going to move Holder up around here. Slow and steady with this tactical play. We're not going to get ourselves caught in at night and go somewhere we don't want to be. So we can move. I don't see Butler winning this fight. Let's see what he does on the next turn. Aha, is he going to come at us? I don't know. Let's move our artillery into position here. And with that, let's take a shot at Lincoln. Now we are exposing them. They could move onto the hill and come at us. But I think it's a worthwhile shot. Okay, they are coming at Von Donop. As we were hoping, he should be pretty much finished. I think one more and Butler's gone. But we got to start on Lincoln. We could potentially. It would not shock me if we capture Butler. That would be a... If we can finish him. Let's give him one good attack here. Make sure he leaves after this one. Maybe get lucky and inflict a mortal wound. Tubasine, we are not going to charge. He's about to retreat anyways. We just wanted to see if we could capture him. No luck. We do not want Von Donop up there yet. Lincoln could shock us and move out of his village. But we have weakened him sufficiently in the meantime. We're going to move Simcoe closer to see if we can, if he goes anywhere, that he comes after him. Okay, so he's going to sit tight. It appears. So repositioned slightly. He might come. Okay. I don't want Von Donop to get in a shooting match with him until he's down at least 250. And then we'll move in to surround him. Yeah, he's not doing much. We might get North Carolina back real quick, which would be very ideal. We have a fleet protecting Norfolk. We have 4 regiments in North Carolina. Their 2 best are going to be severely weakened here. We have artillery that can support either Norfolk or this one, and that is a good sign. All right, one more. Von Donop can move into the hillside then, because I think we have them down enough to where we'll be okay. Since his training is not up to snuff. And we have the numbers. Von Donop could finish him. We're going to wait. Moving in to try to get the capture. Benjamin Lincoln's one we could really use. Take him out. $160. Knock him below 150, please. So this is going well. Now, Lincoln is another one. So in real life, I think, was it Charleston, I believe, that he had to surrender at? Later on, he comes back. Okay. Good victory. Let's go ahead and finish him off. We're going to move everybody in here. Try to get the capture. Come on. Yes! This worked. This is the plan all along. Lead them into North Carolina just so we can strike back and capture Lincoln. Planned it all along. Just like we drew it up. Man, that was like... And we got an artillery unit up north now. That's amazing. So, that was good. Remember, before we jump ahead, if you are enjoying this series, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would really help the channel grow. When you do that, not only do you get notifications and stuff and pop up more frequently on yours, but it helps the channel get recommended to other viewers out there on YouTube, so more people can find this series. This one's been a lot of fun. I think people are enjoying seeing this game come back and bringing some nostalgia back. So if you haven't already, please remember, subscribe to that. And with that being said, we're going to do our Gazette here with Craft. 57 reputation is not too shabby. And then we are going to jump ahead to the next major event. Okay, we have some new regiments arriving, loading back up in the north. That's always good to see. It'll be exciting when we get our one in the central. Unfortunately, so Riedesel, fine for holding Montreal. Leslie, his loyalty is junk. We're going to have to send him. Oh, that's right. They tried to bribe him. So we're going to send him on furlough. So then Howe can then be freed up to move to join Carleton. We get Howe, Carleton, Cornwallis, Clinton holding the front line there in Massachusetts. We will be in great shape. I want to show you where we're at in the states as far as loyalty goes and income. So obviously lots of blue there, but Florida is at 71 average support and ticking up, not getting us much money. Georgia is now up to 66 and bringing in a lot of money. South Carolina at 56 is bringing in a lot. And North Carolina is bringing in quite a bit at just 47 support. We gained another like 400 to 500 in income when we completed taking Guilford. So 636 income in Canada, 78. It is a stalwart. Massachusetts, 12 income on 5 support. We'll get to that. Virginia, 12 support. Again, we only have 1, but 40 income on 12 support average is not too shabby. But now we can maybe hold the line as we seek to rebuild. So with that being said, we're going to jump ahead to the next major event that comes along. Well, here we go. Portsmouth is launching an attack at Fort Western. Cornwallis is, he's not ready to fight. He's just going to have to rebuild yet again. He doesn't have the training or the morale. So he's out of the picture. And if I remember right, we just have Leslie, who's not anything good either. Oh, man. But Carleton is not trained. He doesn't have any... We're not going to send anybody. Actually, yeah, we just can't. We might lose Fort Western. We do have a fleet. But Carleton's not trained. Durnford's there, ready to go. But the fleet... Oh, they have 2. Who do they have? Marius Willett. Marinus Willett, another fantastic officer. And Duportail, who we know is the amazing officer. And John Glover. We're going to try something here. Well, we're not going to win this fight. What's the fleet going to do, though? So Carleton is not in any position to win this battle. but the fleet could be used to our advantage here. The only problem is Willet is going to be too good for us, I think. Yeah, so if they're going to circle back around and the fleet is not... we're going to have to abandon it. Get out of there. It stinks, but there's no reason to try to defend this. We don't have the rest of Massachusetts anyways. We can consolidate. Carleton needs to get better. Cornwallis needs to get better. Howe needs to get ready to fight. And then we will have a force that can take that out fairly easily. I hope. Oh, no. Berlin's now attacking Three Rivers. Okay. This is fine. I think we'll be fine. So, who's trained? Not these two. Fitzwalter, that's debatable on if he's trained either. We did just buy weapons in Montreal last turn, so hopefully that'll be enough. We do not want to lose any part of Canada, but Norwich is loaded up, ready to go. I don't know where they keep getting all these units. They only supported with one. Goodness gracious. So they do have that's the one that's attacking. Just Willet. So we got Dearborn. 38 training. Ewing's not very good. Livingston's not that good. So they're just bringing junk at us. St. Luke and Raw and Baum, those guys are all fine to fight. And we're going to send these guys down here to try to trap them right off the bat. Goal being that we weaken them so much they can't really do much. I do want to get Baum down there though. I don't like Fitzwalter being there. I don't want Montreal to be weakened too much because we don't have any support for them outside of Three Rivers, and Three Rivers is not the juggernaut it used to be with Carleton gone. So let's see if we can get him down. Oh, I should have probably attacked. Okay, so we're doing okay. It's going to be a reform time again. So Webster, he's a fine officer. Is this their best? Livingston's probably the best they've got. Ewing is not. Dearborn isn't trained well. His tactics are bad. So yeah, this is the guy we need to get rid of. We get rid of him, everything else falls into place. We're going to move Fitzwalter back because he's not very good. Are they going to move up? No, they're not. Keep them in the boats. Lots of boats. Okay. Webster's going to hold off all by himself. We're going to get St. Luke up here to meet Willet with Rawl. Think so. How much Webster can hold on is going to be a big part. The good thing is we're hitting them so hard that I don't think they're going to be able to mount an attack on Montreal. I want to take him down because the militia's starting to get to Webster, so we want to get rid of... Make the one regiment retreat before it's too late, or before Webster gets weakened too much. Webster has the upper hand on that regiment. We'll see if we can get him to retreat, get rid of one. Anybody that we capture here would be great. We'll probably release all of them except for Willet. Ooh, that was not as good as I was hoping. Who do they have here? Oh, it's because Roth isn't that horrible. Okay, let's see how Baum does against him. He's better trained. He doesn't have the tactics, though, but he's got the discipline and the leadership. Well done. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be launching an attack from Canada anytime soon because we just... Oh, no. He can fire from his boat. I forgot. Oh, that was massive as well. 118? You got to be kidding. All right, Webster, your time's almost done. Okay, let's fall back another one. Hopefully he will come ashore. All of a sudden, Fitzwalter might be needed up there. Oh, no. Willett was way more devastating than he should have been. That artillery was horrible for us. This is a crippling blow to us, but it's going to be even more so to them. They're not going to be able to launch an attack from Norwich. So Raw, get up there. I'm sure we're going to lose men on here, even though they're artillery in a boat. Okay, good. So that means St. Luke should be able to hurt him quite a bit. There we go. That'll take down his artillery bombardments. They will not be as strong now. What are we down to? 86 for Livingston. 84. We got to get Webster out of there. He'll probably get... Nope, he got out. Good deal. All right, Roth. Well done, sir. Well done. Fitzwalter's so bad. Oh, we couldn't get Willett. Now, they do have 3 serviceable regiments still in Norwich, but they're not good officers. So I don't see them really mounting much of an attack. So we've got Clinton. With Cornwallis, we sent more money here. Clinton's the one that is trained. So we're going to let him do the buying because we need to get Cornwallis trained. But he also needs weapons. As you'll see at 59, not the best. Okay, now they're good there. Cornwallis needs to train. Once he gets trained up, they'll be great. We can send somebody to replace him. We should be getting new units in almost every turn, I would imagine. Now that is not ideal. We're going to sit and wait with Three Rivers on this one. Asgill is going to send... What do we have money-wise down here? 114. We're going to send to St. John and get over to Carleton because he's going to need money. We're going to need to rebuild him some more. I want him to be at full strength. I want him to have weapons. Speaking of which, so now we can take a look at where we're at here. Training-wise, Carleton needs a lot of work. Howe needs a lot of work. Manpower, Carleton needs men, and he needs arms. So he just needs everything. Morale is looking better. Apparently, I guess that boost to the pay is paying some dividends. We're going to start by drafting. Let's let Durnford do it. So Carleton's going to be maxed out. Relatively expensive. And we'll get a little bit of weapons for him with Leslie. It's not going to do anything. This is not going to do anything, but it's something. He needs something, so he's not just throwing rocks at him. If I could, I would take all the weapons away from Leslie and give them to Carlton. His morale is shot, though. Okay, so now we're going to jump ahead until the next major event comes about. Well, that didn't take very long because next thing you know, here we are. Norwich is attacking Three Rivers. We know what they have. Hopefully Berlin can't send anything unless they send Willett. But we've got these units ready to go. Not all of them are that good. This is another one. If we can win this one, we stop the North in their tracks. It's like they just resupplied and are launching people at us. Is that Willett down here? He's in support this time. All these guys have boats. They're the ones, Huddy, we know we can beat. We know we can beat Dearborn and Silliman. We can beat all of these guys. Bremen is not ready to fight, I don't think. Nah, not the best. Rydesal, not ready to fight. So we got to get Friedrich Baum down there. Willett's the only one that concerns me. Because we saw what he could do before we were able to weaken him. Roth can fight. I don't know what I'm doing. I should have had him down there instead of Rydesal. All right. Bremen, that's not a good start. Canada is becoming just the stalwart for defense. We were able to launch our one counterattack into Massachusetts, and I think we'll be able to continue that push while these Canadian regiments just need to hold tight. Keep them occupied. Keep the New York militia occupied. Wear them down. Get a few regular Continental units to be distracted and maybe weakened by attacking it as well. And then while we drive through on Massachusetts from the east. But I know as we do that, we are going to face, I know I mentioned his name a lot, but he's like the boogeyman here. We're going to run up against Nathaniel Greene sooner or later. And I mean, when we see all this, he's going to have 100 training, 100 arms, and 100 morale, I'm sure. And that's just going to be, what do? Well, we use Durnford to force him out. Things are looking good for us. It's the only one of concern down there. But I do not want to vacate that peninsula and give them land to be on. Bremen's doing quite well, all things considered. He's not the best, but he's getting the job done. We got another shot at getting Willett this time. If he comes over onto land up there in the north, we could potentially capture him. We will also take the money from many of these guys that we capture. Okay, Willett is about to launch his attack. Got one to fall back. He won't last long. Okay, so Willett is about to move 2 turns. 1, 2. So we need to... we'll just sit. We'll wait. Let's go ahead and get Fitzwalter out of there. He's not going to do any good. Roth can do better. Fitzwalter actually did a decent job for us, so we'll take that. And we will get Bremen to fall back. And let Baum get up here. The one thing that the Americans have done is they have made sure we are not going to be attacking them from Canada, because they just keep peppering us, and they weaken us enough to where we just don't have the officers. If we had better officers here, we could, but instead we're moving those guys over to Massachusetts. Okay. There we go. The fort's much kinder to us. St. Luke. That's what we want to see. I don't think we're going to get, will it? Or, man. Maybe his loyalty's like 30 and we could bribe him. That'd be a great officer to get, but we don't have the money. If we ever end up with a couple thousand somewhere, we're going to try to bribe somebody. And Willet's still doing his damage. We can go take one more, weaken him some more, because if we weaken him here, he's not going to be able to defend Fort Western as well, because they would send him to support them. We know they have just 2 units in Fort Western. We do have a fleet. We could, well, no, I don't think we need to use Penobscot-based fleet, because we do run the risk of them getting forced back by the American fleet that controls the Northern Sea. So victory again in Canada seems to be the trend. 3 Rivers is a fortress, and we're doing it that time without even having a fleet. All right, so Gage, my friend, you can't do anything because you're a worthless commander-in-chief. Good to know. We are going to have to reform 1 regiment. I don't want to send any more than that. So Webster, you will get the reform on this one. October 16th. And as we send him off, we are going to jump ahead to the next event that will happen. And we get some new regiments again, reinforcements in the north, just where we need them. We have them coming in. Frazier's a good one to have back, and so is Wolf. We know he can get his training up there very quickly. Frazier's a solid one. Morale's decent. Arms are decent for both of these. Frazier's with Howe, with Carleton. That's going to be part of the attack that we're going to start leading on Fort Western there. Not yet, but soon. So now that we have them back, we're going to continue to build up, and then we're going to jump ahead to our next event that's going to take place. New regiments have arrived. I'm hoping the one coming to the Central will be here soon. We're in August 16 now, so we got Montreal, and we still don't have our new regiment. But Craig is back. That's a solid one to have up there. We might need to start moving some of those Montreal guys around to get them over to Waterville, but not yet, because we have another attack. Oh, good grief. Who do we got? One. Fitzwalter and Craig are not going to be any good for us. We could bring Fitzwalter just for the sake of having some bodies to throw around at him. We're not going to send Cornwallis. I bet they just got some new units. We just got new regiments. They probably got new regiments. Willett, we know, is going to be leading the charge here from Berlin, or they have more people. That would be the dreaded. Oh, no, they have an infantry guy who has a cannon and a boat. John Thomas doesn't have any weapons. They all have boats. Thomas Boyd, we can handle him. We can handle Wadsworth. And we can handle Clinton. Okay. Here we go again. Bremen, stay back. Radisaw, Fitzwalter, we know you're staying back. Roth and Wolf. Be interesting to see what Thomas does. I'd love to capture him. At this point, I almost think any Continentals we capture, we just keep. So even if we capture Clinton, maybe we don't release him. Because I really would like to dwindle them down a little bit more. They keep getting these new officers. Ooh, it's worse than I expected. Clinton's going to be their main guy. Thomas is not well armed. He's not well trained. There we go. That's what we needed. This is exactly why we can't move anybody around from Montreal. Because if we were to move somebody out from Montreal, I think we would just... Three Rivers would collapse. I did have... Baird was pleading again to attack Richmond. We know we pushed Richard Butler back to one of those so they could send reinforcements. So I did not do it because Baird's not trained yet anyways. I do have Prevost up there ready to go. I put Von Heister. He was able to put Von Heister's men on a furlough for a couple turns to get their morale up. So I'm hoping that'll make them better. We have enough men there. We're going to have a new regiment coming into Norfolk very soon. Hopefully it's someone decent. But then I think we're going to start... Either we're going to alternate. I want to either alternate between the two. Like send one to the south, send one to the north. Or just start loading up in the north so we can unleash our better officers to strike and really put... Oh, that's a good one. George Clinton is captured. That's good news for us. He's going to be a little tougher to get rid of. They do have numbers on these other ones. Radiso gets away, so now Wolf can take a shot. Ooh. How is... It's because it's night. Forgot Boyd was the guy there, so it's the guerrillas at night. That is kind of a nice little quirk, but frustrating. He won't be as good now. And that's a good turn of events. There we go. Boyd's on his way out. Thomas is letting the militia just destroy themselves, and we will gladly let them do that. Boyd just decided to sit there and take shots this time. Would have been nice to capture Boyd to get some money for him. Oh, no! Roth! Well, he's going to get reformed. That's a definite. Three Rivers has been taking some hits. So we will see what happens here. Baum might need to be reformed after this as well. I don't like thinning out the guys too much, so we might just do one. Wait a turn or two, do another one. Incrementally get them cycled through back home. Because I do not have the strength up here, but I also don't want to spend the money on all of these. I'd rather just keep two of them up here ready to go and fund those guys. All right, Thomas is almost here. We are going to let him attack the fort. I hope with his no arms, his morale is suffering, his training suffering, St. Luke and Rawl and these guys should be able to, I mean, I don't see how they don't hold him. Okay, good sign. Except he has a lot of men still. Oh, Fitzwalter, that's not who I thought was up there. Let's get Baum back up there. We need Wolf and Baum up there. Three Rivers is getting weakened a lot. Thomas is going to hurt us. We're going to let St. Luke retreat. Let's see how Rawl does. We don't have any of the big number guys. Ooh, they are wearing us down in Canada. We need to get some more regiments up here that can help us. Wolf was definitely a good one to get when we did. Craig's going to be nice once he gets trained. But again, that's a ways away. Fitzwalter, that's a suicide mission if we attack with him. Oh, he's moving down to his boat. Well played, Thomas. That's just asking for us to win. Possibly even capture him. We're going to get some more shots in on him while he's on his boat. And see if we can't get him captured. Thomas is one we've been chasing for a couple battles now. So, come on. He got away again, but he's going to have to take a while to rebuild. So that's another good victory up in Fortress, Canada. Clinton. He's a solid officer. He's not that good. We will take the money. Use that to boost some morale, maybe. Okay. So we've had a successful turn of events. Outside of losing Fort Western, we have artillery up here now. Starting to reload with Howe and Carlton and Clinton and Cornwallis. Getting armed, getting trained. We took North Carolina back. We're able to solidify that. We're gaining more support in the South. Things are hopefully turning around. I would expect in September we get our new regiment in the southern area, in the central, which could either help us to launch a new attack or just to solidify that, which is probably where we need to do that, and start getting regiments in the north so we can push these colonials back instead of keep just getting pushed back and forth. So I think we might be hitting a turning point for good if Parliament continues to give us support as we start to continue to gain support in the colonies and survive any other votes of confidence that might come our way. So want to thank you again for joining me again. As always, if you haven't, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one as we continue this playthrough of Liberty or Death. Hopefully things continue well for us, but we'll find out on the next episode.